This is a News Channel Nebraska special report.
Welcome to another Your University Minute on News Channel Nebraska, where this week we're talking all things budget with University of Nebraska System President Ted Carter. Well, President Carter, the legislature is hard at work building the state's budget for the next 2 years, which does include funding for the University of Nebraska. What's the latest news you've received from the state capitol?
We had requested, and the Board of Regents had approved, a 3% budget increase. The governor's budget had a 2% proposed budget increase. The Appropriations Committee voted to compromise at 2.5%. And I'm really thankful to them for that, even though it's not our total request. It's going to go a long way, and I have to say thank you to Governor Pillen, who supported that 2.5% compromise. You know, we're still going to have some challenges out in front of us, but that 2.5% is going to go a long way.
Now, looking at tuition, the University of Nebraska has been one of the few universities in the country to actually freeze tuition rates for the past several years. Can you share any information on what tuition for the upcoming year may look like?
We're going to have a real conversation about what tuition is going to look like. But I've said this from the day I've been here, we are not going to balance our budget on the backs of our students. We're not going to try to make up all the differences that we have in our budget needs with tuition rate increases. Even if we have one, it's going to be very modest.
As the president, you have been upfront that tough decisions will need to be made when working through the budget. What's your philosophy as you move through this process?
We've cut $75 million out of our budget over the last 5 years. You know, the conversation needs to be a little bit less about how much money we're cutting and more about how we're going to be going on offense to make our budget more efficient. We've got to be good at the things that we are really the best at. I mean, certainly agriculture at the top of the list, medicine, engineering, doing things for national defense. So we've got some work to do here. Again, I want to get on offense and stop playing defense.
This is a News Channel Nebraska special report.